Hey traders, this is Marco. We have the 31st of March. It's Friday. I have another bar by bar for you. And you can see here before the market opened, we had a news event here. So I'm marking this with a blue box here. And yeah, pretty much go from there. What I can see here is that we have some kind of support during the overnight and some resistance that is forming right now, short before the opening. It's 7:30 here on my chart in the morning. The opening is at 8:30. So there was just this news event here and we were forming some resistance at this level here. So I'm drawing this box around the news in general, like 10 minutes before and 10 minutes after the news. I'm not trading or I'm trying not to be in any trades. So this is simply a note that I'm not trading. And you can see prices were pushing strongly higher here and coming down now. So I'm drawing always the shorter term channels and I'm taking the last highs and I'm going to the next swings. And as you can see here, prices made a new high here. And if I'm going for the first three bars, then we have a potential break, a new low already. So there could be a bigger structure here. So I'm extending this channel for now and see how this plays out. I want to mention that during the night, there was a very strong push higher. Like this is, for example, that could be the first leg. And depending on the pullback that we are getting, prices could make another leg up. These kind of measured moves, they work pretty nicely. You have to test this because market moves in two. You will see this in the small frames and in the higher time frames. So just play around with this because you will see that many times market will hit this measured move to the tick and then turn or reverse or go into a range. So take a look at it because it's very interesting. So prices push lower here and you can see prices are dropping below the EMA, finding some support in this range midline here and pushing strongly higher above the EMA, making a shorter term channel here. Finding some resistance here and all the buyers that jumped in, taking some profits here. So this news event didn't have a real impact on the market because we spiked up and we are pretty much down again. And this is the opening. You can see this always with the change of color of the background. And prices are going more or less sideways here. I'm drawing this resistance because you can see prices have some problems in getting through this level here. And we're pushing higher now, approaching the range resistance. And now it will be interesting what prices are doing, finding some rejection here. This is simply because there are some sellers having their orders there waiting to sell on this high here to another leg down and to test the other side of the range. So you will see many times that prices are stalling around resistance levels like the range high here. And I can draw for sure a shorter term channel here because you can see that prices are working higher here and fit in inside this channel. And we get some like little congestion area here. So not really something to consider. There's not really a trade that I can see. So right now we just have to be patient and you can see the first break of this uptrend and prices are making a new high and now forming a very strong bearish bar going back to the EMA. But you can also see that there is some support here. That could be, by the way, also the range resistance because right now it's not very clear where to put the range highs. It can be here, it can be here, it can be also here, and this is already a breakout. So I will just leave it like this now And you see some conflicting pattern here because there's some support below, and yeah, there are like too many resistance in the way. So we just wait here and see what's going on. Prices find again some support of this line that I just drew. So we could consider taking a long here, but the context is very unclear because we had this shorter term channel up, break new high, and we are at the range highs, and usually most breakouts fail. So I cannot take a long here, especially not after this strong bearish bar. So all we can do is waiting right now. We have another push higher here, and coming back again, testing the breakout area of this range. So really interesting to see what prices are doing. We're going much higher here, so maybe there is a bigger channel in play, but I'm not sure how this could look right now because I don't like to make channels that start with the second touch after so much price action here. But I will leave this now like this, because you can see on the top side we have a few confirmations, and on the lower side as well now. So with a first potential break and retest of the highs, this channel here could be played out, or it could be a part of a much bigger channel. So this we cannot know right now, and we have to see what's developing from here. Prices go sideways here. You can see this like mini range coming up. So then I'm always drawing the shorter term ranges, and I really like to play these kind of ranges because they can give you good like hints if to take a long or short. But yeah, right now, as I said, it's like pretty much without any clear bias. So all we can do is waiting here. This is a strong push lower below the EMA, and you can see this bearish bar that fools a lot of short sellers in that still want to see another leg down here, another leg to the range support. So there's some shorts trapped into this move here, and you can see from this reversal bar here that all the bulls, they're turning this and they want to stop the sellers right over here, and of course also want to stop the sellers that putting their stop orders at the top of this mini range. So if prices manage to push higher here, then that will be some like little explosion and some huge bars, and we are pushing indeed higher here and taking out all the stops here that were waiting here on the top. Drawing our shorter term channel here, and usually breakouts fail. You know this when you are following us, and but I cannot take a short here with this bar. It still looks too bullish for me. I would like to see a very nice bearish bar, and this is just coming here, and I really like this bar and also the context because we were in this like range here. Then we had this shorter term uptrend, break new high. We made a couple legs to a new high, and then we are in this yellow range, and most breakouts fail. And with this bearish bar, I really like to take a short trade, and would consider this as a failed break higher if it's working out. We're pushing back inside the range, so the same as expected. And staying here inside the range, taking the support here. So not really any crazy movements. Can draw the shorter term channel, and I can also call this trade failed break higher, so you know what's going on. By the way, I just saw this here. This is prices made a new high here. First entry. Let me zoom in a bit. First entry, second entry long, and this is a very small bar. It's 6 ticks, and also it's a confirmation of this support level here. So if you want to be aggressive and you think that it's not too congested here, because it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars are stacked up to each other, so this is congestion. If you think that this trade is worth taking, and if you are fine with taking the risk, I was speaking about this yesterday with a few of you guys. when the bar has a small risk like this, 6 ticks, then I'm willing to take aggressive trades and see if the outcome rewards me. And really on a 6 tick bar, you can be a bit aggressive. You can see this range here. We have a second entry. Usually I don't take any focus on second entries within ranges, but if they appear and if they're fitting the context, then I like to take them. You can see this shorter term channel here breaking, making new low, and we have this triple test here, second entry long, and it's a small bar, 6 ticks. So I like to take such setups here, but be aware that they can go wrong many times. But yeah, with this small risk, the outcome can be very nice, and the target should be at the range high here. So depending if you take 4 ticks, 6 ticks or 8 ticks, you should adjust your target 1 tick below the range resistance here, and that trade would have worked out. I call it triple test. Now I move the line here, triple test, and this is also a second entry long. And prices are staying within this range. This looks very congestive now, so I don't like to take more trades when bars are stacking up like this. This looks interesting, but yeah, this wick here on the top is like worrying me a bit. It's also, if you take this high here first, second entry, but prices made a new low here, so we could test this level here one more time. Doji after that, going sideways. This bar here is a bit too huge, so you can see there's no clear bias. Buyers and sellers are not sure where market will go, so no clear bias here, and all we have to do is waiting. This maybe, but yeah, it's so stacked up here, and yeah, this wick here on the top I really don't like. You can see a follow through here, breaking out of the range here to the top side, and coming back inside the range. This was the second breakout already. Higher low, going higher here. This is a potential failed second entry short, because you can see the new low here, first entry, second entry, but you would enter right into the highs of the day, and you really have no idea where prices are going from here. So I cannot take just blindly some long here. Also, it's far above the EMA, and I would like to see the bar much closer here, finishing at the EMA. So, and also after this bar here, I would not enter at all. You can see prices go higher here, breaking the range, and trying to test the breakout area. You see this many times that prices are doing this. By the way, this is the second measured move that we were making before, to make it right here like this. So you will see many times prices are targeting this kind of measured moves. There's still some way to go. We are hitting this measured move right now. And also I think there is a shorter term channel working higher here. You can see this. It's popping up here. And maybe even there's a bigger structure. If we take this channel here, from this low like this, no, not really. Maybe it's a spike and channel. I think this I like more, because you can see prices start from here. We have a couple of touches here at the lower channel line. So at the top we only have one confirmation here at the start pretty much, and after that prices didn't reach this top here anymore. But I would play it like this and see where prices go from here. We have also the shorter term channel working high here and waiting for a pullback to the EMA key entry point on a second entry or something. We're breaking this channel, And going high here after a break of a channel, we see many times a retest of the extremes. And by the way, this measured move was hit to the tick and then we were reversing. You can see that. Just play around with this a bit because it will show and it can help you that these kind of measured moves are working. Prices push higher here, forming one leg, stalling here, waiting at the measured move, making a new high here. Cannot take this because it's a bearish bar and it's very stacked up here. If that finished green as a bullish bar, maybe, but we already made a new high here, so I'm very worried and taking a long right now because I have no idea what's going on. This has the same low as this and you go long directly into this resistance here, so I cannot take this. Prices go higher, breaking, making another leg up, and wow, this is strong bullish momentum coming into here. You can see this, like from before, prices were going sideways and suddenly there's some very bullish momentum. A lot of bulls joining the market here, entering long positions and going higher here. And we are close to test the upper trend channel line, breaking here now, pulling back a bit. Coming close to the EMA, usually we like and wait for setups around the EMA. This is just first entry, no pullback. This is a second entry here now. Let me see, prices made a new high, then first entry, pullback, potential second entry, but this bar here is flying a bit above the EMA. I would like to see a pullback to the EMA first. And this is an interesting setup now because it's not a second entry anymore, but look at this. You can see this strong support here forming. Then we have the EMA as potential support and also prices made a new low here. First entry pullback, second entry short. So all the shorts that are joining here thinking that we make a second leg down. This is the first leg pullback, a potential second leg, entering the trades here, and they want to take a short for the test of the trend channel here, but they ignore that we have a very strong support here, that EMA is providing support. You can see the strong push above the EMA. Then we come back. We are not touching the EMA. We are pulling away, coming back again. So there is some support with the EMA. There is this strong shorter term support here, this line you can see. And also we have this shorter term uptrend working high with the first break and an open retest of the highs. So with this failed second entry short here and triple test, I really like this long setup here. I know it looks a bit congestive, but if you take the context and take all the things that I just mentioned, then I think this is a nice trade to take. Also, it's only 5 ticks, guys. Like 5 ticks is almost nothing. It's worth to risk this. And prices go higher here. You would have scalped out already. And let me name this trade here. Same triple test plus a failed second entry short of this support of this EMA. If you saw this trade, then you for sure took this. Prices bouncing off the EMA, pulling higher here. And this is interesting. It's a higher low, but yeah, it's very close to these highs here. So I'm a bit afraid of taking here again directly into the highs, because you can see prices came to this level, pushed back here, and we are not touching the EMA. So I'm afraid in taking this long here, Okay, would have worked, and we're going strongly higher here. Can draw the shorter term uptrend channel, and you can see this is live price action. This day was not volatile at all. You see this like until the from the open until now there was not too much price action. And this interesting setup, but as I said, it was a bit it was finishing a bit too far above the EMA and right into the highs here, but this setup is a must take, I think. And yeah, zooming out a bit, checking the whole day, I think we can remove this range here because prices decided to trend higher here and leave this range. And you can see we had from the overnight price action the first leg up, pull back, second leg, and we were stalling here and going higher from there. So this is an uptrend in general for today. Not too many setups. You can see many times prices were staying in like congestion, in stacked up situations. Here, this was a very clear setup. And yeah, here we played the range rules. We played a failed break higher, triple test, and second entry long. So yeah, that's it for today already. I think a short bar by bar, but I hope it can help you and you find some value in this. If you haven't, please subscribe and like the video. And yeah, I want to wish you a great weekend, and check out our homepage toppicktrading.com if you want to have a very detailed information and course how to trade this. And yeah, that's it. Speak to you soon and have a great weekend, and yeah, see you soon.